Awesome. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. I don't know if I am a hey, everybody person. Well, I mean, I guess in real life I say hey a lot. So how should I start this? Hi, y'all. Hey. Let's see what else. Good morning. Welcome. Greetings. What would be good? Leave a comment and let me know. I'm a hey person, but I know a lot of people say hey, everybody, and hey, what's up, and stuff like that. So that may be played, as it were. So yeah, tell me. You can tell me what sounds good. Today is going to be very informal. We are doing different things today. I am just streaming and trying to fix some things that I've been wanting to do here on the stream. I've got I want some dynamic lower thirds that when you guys leave a comment, we can bring those comments up as a part of the stream. And so I'm going to get that built. Curtis is actually deep in Easter prep. He is prepping for Easter. He's working on the Minecraft server and all that we are using for our Minecraft Easter egg hunt on Sunday. By the way, if you guys want to join that, it's totally free. It's open to everybody around the world. So you guys can go to minecrafteaster.com and register. That way we'll know to let you in. And that's something that we started back in 2020 when we did when we were going through the pandemic, and we had created a Easter not an Easter. We had created a Minecraft server specifically for our church, for the kids, children, the youth. There's a lot of dads in there. There's some moms in there, which is totally cool. But we put that together, and Curtis was doing some building and Bible study every couple of days with the kids. It was really cool. And we really built that world out like crazy. It's amazing what the kids have been able to build, and the dads and all this. I mean, our pastor built a castle. He's a Tolkien, right? So he's a big fan of Lord of the Rings and such. So he built a castle, and then he put a basketball court on there because he's a basketball nerd as well. And then somebody went and built the dragon. In fact, it was Curtis's son built the dragon Smaug, and has Smaug like hovering in the air and blowing fire at the castle. Totally cool. Wish you guys could see it. But it's just for the folks at our church. We keep it safe and secure for all of our kids to play in there. Anyway, totally cool. Curtis built a bat cave. I mean, like day one when I went in there, I was like, where's Curtis? And I found him down underground building the bat cave. It's awesome. So anyway, I say all of that to say that we were trying to figure out what we were going to do for Easter during the pandemic. And so we decided, let's do an Easter egg hunt on Minecraft. Found a company that would host it for us and started building it with them. And each year we've done that. And people seem to love it. It's awesome. So you guys, if y'all want to, then join us on Sunday at minecrafteaster.com. Go and do the registration so that we'll know to let you in. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be really cool. So that's what Curtis is doing today. He's working on that. He's working on other prep and stuff for Easter. And he said, my schedule's overloaded. I can't do the live show today. So I said, no problem. I'm just going to go live, and I'm going to talk. And I'm going to work on some different things that I need to do here with vMix. So I'm going to get it set up so that you guys can see my screen as I'm doing all this, and we'll kind of walk through it together. If you have any questions or anything, by all means, please leave your questions in the chat. I would love to visit with you. And let me see. Refresh live. Let me go. I'm going to put a link in the chat. Not the chat. I will put it in the chat, but I will put it in the description as well. Let's see. What is the title of this one today? What are we going to call that? Doing some work in vMix. Join me. All right, that's what I'm calling it. And let's see. I'm going to put the link to the. Whoops. I already had my. Sorry. Let's see. Where is that? There we are. platform. If you're watching on Facebook in the Church Media Hacks group, I put it in the Church Media Hacks group with the link in here. We're going to start using this with our show when we do Q&As, so that you guys, if you have a question that you want answered on the show, then we'll shout you out. We'll read your question, and then if we can answer it, we'll answer it. And this also gives us topics and things that if you guys want us to build a video or a training or something on it, then this is one of the areas that we'll be able to gather that and meet the needs that you guys have. Let's see. Got questions. Spell it right. Boom. So, let's see. Let me know, guys, if y'all can hear the music and if it's too loud, if I need to turn it down. I'm not monitoring it. I'm just looking at the levels. So if you would let me know, that would be awesome. There it is. Let's see. Six folks are watching. Say something. If you're watching, say hi. Tell me where you're from. Adam, music is good here. Thank you, sir. Awesome sauce. This, like I said, this is going to be very hands-on today as we're doing this. So I'm going to, if I'm not talking, it's because I'm focused, and I'll be checking the chat and all that. So you guys, if you want to hang out, by all means, please do. So let me, first things first, I need to create a input that is this screen. The screen, by the way, in fact, let me start my, where's the macro? So there. So I have a macro that I've put together for the ATEM that is going to cycle through and change cameras. So in probably about, 20 seconds, it's going to go to this camera that's right over here. So you'll be seeing alternate angles. I've even got one back here over my shoulder that you'll be able to see. Just so there's some visual interest as I'm doing all of this. So let's see, Bill B. Hi from Compton, California. Straight out of Compton. All right. Yeah, there we go. So that auto switched, which is awesome. I'm going to have to change the color timing on this camera over here because it is a little pink. There we are. Hi. There's the other camera. And let's see. All right. So I'm going to make a input that is going to be my screen here. This screen that I'm on, let's see. I'm going to stop the thing and I will change over. This screen right here, if you can't tell, is a widescreen. It's a 34 inches, something like that. Widescreen, ultra wide, and it's curved and stuff. So when I share my screen, I'm using these dimensions, so it's not going to be perfect. It's going to be letterboxed or what have you. It's not going to, be like perfect one-to-one or anything, but you'll still be able to see what I'm doing. Let's see. Start that automation again. Okay. So I'm going to go and add an input. And if you're using vMix, by the way, which is my streaming software, broadcast software of choice, I love it for both recording stuff straight, just if I'm going to record something here, record a tutorial or do something like that, doing that here using vMix, as well as broadcast. We use it up at the church for broadcast. We've used OBS. I love OBS. There we are. We've used OBS. I love OBS. It's great. It's extremely powerful. It's not elegant, but there's been a lot of people that are making plugins and interface tweaks and stuff like that are making it more elegant and easy to use and stuff. So, and it's free, which is awesome. So if you are getting started with live streaming, take a look at OBS. It's great. If you're on a Mac, and which OBS works on Mac, vMix does not, But if you have something, like a Mac Mini or something that you're going to be doing your live stream from at the church, then you can use Ecamm Live. So it's getecammlive.com. That's our affiliate for that. I've been using Ecamm off and on for years. Love Ecamm. It's great. If you are on a Mac and used to that type of a system, that type of a look and feel and all that, then it is it flows right along with it, and you're going to love it. And we will be doing some tutorials on live streaming with Ecamm, optimizing Ecamm, doing stuff like that. All of that's coming. We got this huge content list that Curtis and I are building that we'll be able to share with you guys. So be looking for all of that. It's a reason why you should subscribe. And if you subscribe to the channel, that's great. We love it. We're trying to get to 100,000. We're at 30,000, which is fantastic. I would love to get to 100,000, but just because I could say I got to a YouTube channel to 100,000, that would be amazing. But if you hit the notification bell, then you'll get notified like when we go live, when we upload a video, when we post shorts and doing things like that. So, if you subscribe, then I ask, put the notification bell so that you can know. Let's see here. By the way, the music that you're listening to is from creatormix.com. Those are my friends Nick and Dee Nimmin. They've been creators for years, and they put together a free music service for people like us who are doing live streaming, who need music to use in our productions and things like that. It's all royalty free. It's them giving back to the community, which is really cool. And as you can hear, it is some really good stuff. That is, by the way, a power tip for those that are live streaming. If you are working on a pretty tight budget and you don't have the money to put into getting a license for, like the CCLI license or something like that, but you want to stream some music, like before your service, you can do that. You should have a CCL license for doing the stuff in-house. You pay a little bit more, and then you can have it for broadcast, for streaming, for recording, for use, all that sort of stuff, for use beyond just like the worship service. So you really need to do that. But what happens with YouTube and with Facebook, their content ID system, their copyright system, sometimes will flag that, and like on Facebook, which is really annoying, it turns it off. It basically just shuts it, all of a sudden it's muted for, 10 minutes or whatever during your music time, especially if you're doing, playing music like during or before, like a 10-minute countdown or something like that. So I tell people to use Creator Mix. I mean, you can go to Soundstripe, you can go to Envato Elements and get royalty-free music that you can play. And you can connect those accounts to your YouTube channel so that they basically get whitelisted and you don't have to worry so much about that. But Facebook is a different thing. They're properly cautious, but they don't necessarily take a look at like your description and go, they have a CCLI license, so don't mute it. It's all automated and stuff. So a way around that is using something like Creator Mix. They've got music that is royalty free, like I was talking about. Or your copyright free, like your usage. You can use it for anything, and it's all instrumental. So you can have that playing in the background. Just find the genre that you want to use, what's going to be good, and have that as as some of your background music. So that's creatormix.com. And thank you to Dee and Nick for doing that and continuing to create really good music. All right, so I am going to try to not chase too many rabbits here with you guys. Let's see. I need to do a desktop capture. And let's see, local desktop capture. And I'm going to choose, I don't know if this is display 1 or display 2. That's a good question. We're going to find out, aren't we? It's display 1. Awesome. Okay, so you're going to get the mirror effect. Okay, the Hall of Mirrors effect on this. So I'm gonna let's see. Okay, yeah. So you'll get a little bit of that picture in picture thing. But if you can see it, if it's nice and clear for you, like I said, It's going to be letterbox because it's ultra wide. Let's see. Good morning, Mike Tramp, or is it Trampe? Let's see. Matt Cossack, what's the link? Were you referring to Creator Mix? CreatorMix.com. And the link for the questions, if you have a question you want to ask, by all means do so, is right there as well in the chat. Okay, so I'm going to launch one of the things that I want to do before I've been wanting to do this since the beginning, is in times like this when you guys are asking questions and talking, we're just going back. Let's see. Tom Willis, looking for dancing girls. Am I in the right place? Well, Tommy, I can do a little something for you if you want. Let's see. This is going to be for Tommy. Poor guy. There. Is that good? I swear if you guys meme me, I'm going to, like, blow a gasket. No, not really. That was for you, Tommy. By the way, everybody say hi to Tom Willis in the chat. He is the original viewer, the original fan of the channels that I've been doing, the church media creators, church media guys. What was the original one? Church Training Academy. We had a show, a buddy of mine and I had a show called This Week in Church Media. That was like the very first thing that we started. And boom, we weren't even, what were we on? What was the name of that service that we were using, Tommy? It was a live streaming social platform that came and went. Blab, thank you, Blab. Yeah, we were using Blab, and Tommy, had jumped into Blab, and all of a sudden we start seeing one of his other usernames showing up, and we were like, this guy's great, and started to get to know him. And when we launched the membership, I gave Tommy a gratis membership because he was like the first guy and always supportive and stuff. And it's cool because Tommy is he's like one of my online dads, if you want to say it. He is got all kinds of great wisdom, tons of creativity, which is really cool. The stuff that he's doing at his church in Alabama, with limited budget, he has amplified the gospel very well there with a unique use of resources. One of the things, he needed extra cameras. He's got a good camera, good. That's a very objective or subjective term. He's got a video camera, right, which has a great image that he uses for the service, but then he wanted alternate angles. And so he started looking at security cameras and stuff like, I don't know if you're using it yet. One second. Inexpensive security cameras that he could connect via the IP address. Things like the Wise Cam, which is a very inexpensive security camera. It can also work as a webcam. There's a little plug-in that somebody made that lets you take this, which is a really good security camera, and turning it into a webcam. I've got a pastor friend that uses one of his Wise Cams as his webcam because it actually is better than like one of the Logitech ones that he has. So anyway, Tommy, set up multiple cameras around their sanctuary, getting multiple angles and stuff using this. And, he spent, Tommy, less than $200 and got several cameras and using the PoE, power over Ethernet switches and stuff to do it. It's really cool. So y'all say hi to Tommy. He's awesome. That's right. The first one he bought was $40. I love that. And he was, as you said, for $40, this can be a complete bust, or it can be the most brilliant idea ever. So I'm going to try it. And said, yeah, go for it. And he did, and pretty darn cool. All right, so I've got the thing here. All right, so I was saying I want to have a lower third that you guys are able to access, when you leave your comments, right? So I am going to bring up, vMix Social, which is the social. I'm going to move it off screen here for a minute. vMix Social allows you to map your social stuff to a lower third. I'm going to go create one from scratch because I think the last time I did it, I messed it up. And then I'm going to connect it all, and we're going to see if you guys are able to show up in here. So I'm going to bring up GT Title Designer. Okay. Now, let me see what I've got here. I'm trying to see. Is that the one? Yeah, that is the one I made. Perfect. Okay. Now, text block 2. All right. Now, I'm going to go to, let's see. What was this one called? Social comment. All right, so I'm going to load this in. There was his promo. I'm going to move that out. Okay, so I'm going to add a title. And if you're asking yourself, why isn't David? My mother calls me David. Why isn't Dave so, there it is, so proficient at doing all the titling and stuff? The answer is really, really easy, really simple when you think about it. I have done, okay, so when I was with Geek Beat, Geek Brief, for those back in the early days, with Callie Lewis, now Luria Petrucci, when we were doing all this, starting live streaming, when it actually started, and working with like YouTube in part of their beta program, we were one of the first handful of live streamers to try out live streaming on YouTube. It was really cool. But during that time, we were doing a live show weekly. We called it Geek Beat Live. And so we were using TriCasters. And I've been using TriCaster since they came out. Actually, NewTek, if you really want to get down to it, NewTek, the company that makes the TriCaster, they also make some 3D software called Lightwave. And that came out in 91, 92, something like that, when they made that, and they used it to do the sci-fi series Babylon 5. You guys, anybody old enough to remember Babylon 5? It was really cool. Fully CG ships and space environments and all that sort of stuff, which now we take for granted because we can go to Midjourney and tell it to give us a something like that. But they were doing all of that. And when I went to college, I started using their video toaster, which was a Amiga 3000 computer, which was made by Commodore, for those Commodore 64 and 128 fans out there. And the Amiga was powering all of the equipment in my video suite at the university. And so we had videotape decks and recorders. We had our cameras going into it. We had a titler. We had, the Genlock machine, was routed through it and syncing up all the cameras and the players and all that sort of stuff. And it was all run by a NewTek. It was NewTek hardware that they made, and it was run by a switching program called Video Toaster. So that's how. So since '91, I've been using NewTek stuff. So when they came out with the TriCaster, and it was a very easy way. It was a production studio in a box. It still is. A friend of mine, Philip Nelson, used to be a VP over there, and he had sent us one to the studio to test with and work with, and it was awesome. And so we started doing our live streaming with that. And now I have a couple of them, which is awesome. I use one at my studio with Zondra TV, ZondraTV.com. If you want to go check it out, Zondra Zondra with a Z, Zondra Zondra TV.com. But everything that I do now for, say, Zondra TV is all using the TriCaster. At our church, I'm live streaming and I'm using vMix, but I'm not doing any super titling or anything. It's just like basic titles for the pastor, the worship pastor, family pastor, things like that. And then anything else that we do as far as lower thirds and all that, we're using ProPresenter. So we have someone on the ProPresenter machine that is bringing up the lyrics, that is bringing up the plates and stuff for the sermon notes, the sermon slides and things like that. We have like a set of slides for the big screens in the room, and then we've got duplicates that are all lower thirds. So I've got somebody that's driving that, and we basically just have a feed coming into vMix, and I overlay it when I need to. So I'm not generating and working in the titles and stuff as much as I used to. And when I'm doing stuff at Zondra TV, we're doing live to tape. So we're using the broadcast software. We're using a TriCaster, but I've also done it with OBS. I've done it with vMix and all that for recording only. No streaming or anything, just live to tape recordings. In which case, I don't want to do any titling. I don't want to do any intros or any screen or graphic overlays or anything like that, because those shows that we're doing are still in development. So I want just good, clean recording that I will then, when I'm editing, put in all the fluff and pomp and circumstance and all that other kind of great stuff that makes it look wonderful and beautiful and polished. So it's been a long time since I've done any of this dynamic titling or anything like that. So you guys get to walk with me through it. Now, I've got it loaded up. I'm going to go ahead and overlay it and see it's all just saying nonsense on there. So let's go back and we're going to bring up Title Designer. And all right, so in here, I'm going to choose that one, and I want to edit the mappings. I need to see what okay, so text block 3 is photo. Okay, so that, I think I set that up wrong completely. Okay, text block 2 is the from username, right? Okay, so I'm going to go, so text block 2, I'm going to rename this one. Hello? Can I? Not that. Why can't I rename that? It's crazy. Okay, well, I will just know what it is. Let's see if that's it. Text block 2 is going to be from username, from full name. No. Okay, so from username or from full name. We're gonna start with username, and then okay, so just message. So straight. Okay, so or source. All right, I'm gonna try message. I think that's right. Refresh the title. Save that. Just make sure. Okay, so all right, somebody leave a message real quick, and I'm gonna bring up. Let's see. See, that's the thing. It seems like it's not connected. What am I missing? Okay. YouTube is off. Now it's back on. Okay. Refresh the title. Let's see, I'm not seeing them in here. That is where I think I'm missing my connection. Because I should see a list of items in here. I'm going to jump over to my YouTube account is connected. I should be seeing it. I should be seeing it come in here. I wonder. Let's see. This is connected. YouTube is connected. Oh, duh. Okay, so yeah, doing some work. That's the one I'm using, right? I wonder if it's still trying to use that. Let's see. Doesn't seem to be showing up. I had this working. That's the thing that frustrates me. I should be seeing them show up here in the thing. All right, so let's go. Oops, hang on. That was off. All right, so somebody say something real quick. Okay, and Facebook. So Facebook was not logged in. Let me log into that real fast. I may need to log out of YouTube as well and put that. See the application for further instructions. If you need log as a different user, log out, browser, and try again. Okay, no, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to find the post, and it's probably that one left over. So I'm going to hit OK and refresh the title. And right now, see, the title should be, okay. So I'm going to empty, where's the title designer? That I know was wrong. Okay. Just going to remove the, okay, so text block, not rectangle, that's text block 2, okay, which is that. Do I need to make it, oh, and I'm going to make it stretch. Where is that at? Is that center group of layer? No. Format. Founding. No. There is a, is it the size mode? Is that what it is? No? All right, let me get this. Make this be 2 down. There's an option to have it, let's see. I still hear you, Bill B. Okay, thank you, sir. Where is the stupid thing that says, is this it? I get a, no, not a ticker. I don't want a ticker. No. Not a skew. Not a mask. There's an option to basically have it grow and shrink, so that if you type in, you know, something kind of long, it would just shrink the font size. Was this it? Configure automatic text box resizing. And what is this one? Enable disable word wrapping. Okay, I want that. Line spacing, no. Okay, I think fixed with shrink. So yeah, shrink. So I do have it on shrink. Good. And this one, that's where it is. Choose that, shrink. Okay, perfect. All right, we'll take care of the image here later. Okay, so I'm going to save this. I'm wondering if, because I had the word text in there, but that doesn't change the fact that nothing was showing up in the queue for it, right? All right, minimize that. And go to vMix Social, refresh the title. Not that one. Not that one. That one, refresh title. What am I missing? Why didn't it? It's all the way at the bottom, all the way at the top. Recent. There we go. Mm-hmm. It's weird that it still says text on it. And no, I have not updated vMix. What am I on? I tend to not update when everything is working. Okay, so edit the title mappings. Text block 2 from full name. But I'm still frustrated that I don't have anything showing up in the queue. That's the thing that's bugging me. No longer logged into the platform from what I see. You think? Okay, hang on. Hang on, let me see. You could very well be right. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to go and add in one that I did not do myself, right? So one that is supposedly going to work. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? Oh. Let's see, I'm just going to go change this. And where are the social ones? Social. All right, so let's just grab one of these, like that one. Okay. So we've got that one in. I'm going to bring it up. Very pretty. So message is there, right? Name is there. I'm not crazy. Okay, that's good. And what is that one? Social 3. No. It's probably still seeing. Okay. Back to the basics. Hey, where are these things stored? Need to find those real quick. I don't remember where the folder is. It is in. It's in the C drive. All right, yeah, see, when I browse, is it vMix Social? They're not in there. No. I remember finding it. And yes, I could look it up. Let's see. No. Yeah, see, there's nothing in that folder. There's drivers filters, Flash, GT. Yeah, see, it's not in any of those. Okay. GT Social. And I don't remember which one I chose. Which one was that? We're going to do that one. Gordon Street Blue. I have no idea if that's it. Is that it? Close enough. All right. So, over here, we're going to choose Gordon Street Blue. All right. Now, the thing that is bugging me. Nothing is showing up over there. And I'm going to, hello? The one I'm running right now, doing some work in vMix. Join me. So that chat messages are only available for active live streams. Well, this is an active live stream. Their title mappings from username. Okay. It's from username. Message text. Message. From name. Name. Right. Photos. Photo. Photo source. Oh, okay. And source is source. Okay. So their stuff should automatically be working. This is annoying. Maybe I'm crazy. I want to see if Facebook is working. Tommy, go over to the Church Training Academy Facebook page. I'm going to go over there as well and leave a comment. Please, sir, if you're able to do so. And if not, that's okay. My dad said, "Good morning, son." Hello, Father. Okay, so still nothing on. This is bugging me. All right, so I'm going to log out of YouTube. Okay, I'm going to log back in. Logging in. Got a message saying you. Code in. Okay. And it's going to be YouTube channel, allow. All right, so I should be logged in. Yes. Doing some work. Come join me. Okay. Refresh the title. All right. 4-6. Chat is no longer live. What does that mean? Maybe that's when I refresh. I should be seeing it here. This is what's driving me crazy. Yeah, seriously, this is going to take research now because for some reason it's just not working the way I want it to work, which is not cool. Okay, but there's another thing I want to do is I have, let me turn off the thing. All right. So right over here, this computer right here, whoop, there it is. There it is. You see that? Okay. That computer over there, the one behind me, right back over here, that is my Mac Mini. And if you can see right above it, I've got a webcam that I've got pointing down at the desk. So what I want to do is I want to set that up so that when like in the middle of a show, if we're going to talk about a piece of hardware or something, I can show it like this, but I could also go set it down over here on the table back here, and you guys can see it. I want that camera to be fed into here with us as another feed, so that you guys are able to see it there lit up, and we can do a product shot. If I'm talking about 2 or 3 different things as object lessons or something, instead of holding them up in front of the camera, which may be good for sometimes, and other times I just need to put like 2 or 3 of them down to show you what they are. So I want to have that option. So I'm going to jump over here for a sec. You guys enjoy the music. And I'm going to get that machine on and turn on OBS and set up an NDI output that I can then set up in here as an NDI input, and we'll bring that camera in. All right, I've got that over there. I should have it. Things have changed a little bit in OBS. You don't turn on NDI output. I think you start that virtual camera. So let's go in. We'll do an NDI desktop. Oh, here, I'll show you how to do this. There we go. Let's see. Add input, a little more. And we're going to do NDI desktop capture. Let's see what shows up. Is it showing up? We're putting it out. It's not. All right, so hang on a sec. Yeah, so starting the virtual webcam is just internal to what it's doing. Starting the oh yeah, you want to see something? Starting the NDI output is there. Where I wasn't seeing it was on M1 Max. I need to get back to a friend that's got an M1 so that I can see if OBS has fixed this, or the person who wrote the NDI plugin has fixed this. If you guys want to see something real quick, check this out. This right here, this is the OBS bot, OBS bot. I don't know how they do it. If they're saying if they're calling it OBS bot or OBS bot, I don't know. But it is a webcam, a 4K webcam that is very intelligent, right? It's a PTZ cam. So watch this. Oh, check it out. Let's see, let me launch the little controller. What happened? It went away. I don't have the software running for it. It's like I let it launch and it turns on the camera, but then it doesn't always where'd it go? Oh. And then OP. There. There it is. Yeah, see, I can have it lock on the position or not, and it was set to unlock. So it followed me, but then it didn't. Okay, so there we go. All right, so it's cool because it is a PTZ camera, and it like automatically tracks the face where it is. So if I'm gonna go over there by the desk, right? Watch. That's really cool. I like that. All right, so let me jump back over to the desktop. That was free. Y'all didn't have to pay for that. Let's see. All right, I'm going to go add a source. NDI desktop capture. It should say, boom, Mac Mini OBS. And there it is. Nice. Now the next thing is going to be to put some audio, put a mic over there so that I can use it. Oh, I wonder. Oh, I would have to turn on the mic for that thing, but cool, that works. I like that. All right, cool. So now we got that camera set up. I'm going to save real quick. But this dumb thing is still bugging me, the lack of this working. Now I'm going to do an update when we're done here. I'm going to update OBS, and see, I also don't like that that is so big. There we go. I'm going to do an update and see if that fixes what is not happening here, which is what should be happening here. Very frustrating. Yeah, okay, so Tommy's on Facebook. Yeah, see, Tommy, still nothing coming through. So I'm going to do an update and see if that fixes anything. Jump back over here to... Hey there, Pete. How are you, sir? I'm glad you're here. Let's see. Nothing works when you're demoing. I know. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not demoing so to speak. Well, I'm trying to only like get things set up, and it's not working. Like I said, I don't even know what I'm using. I'm using 260038. So yeah, I don't know what's out there, what the latest one is, but I'm going to install it and see if anything, clicks, if it works. If not, I'm going to research it and get it all set up. And then I'm actually going to do a video about how to use this in churches. Matt, I'm afraid it wouldn't keep up with our preacher. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, you're talking about the OBS camera, right? Yeah. So this is not really something that you would use in a worship environment, right? You could, if that was all you had, but I would, recommend that you like put it up towards the front, not at the back of the booth where, you would say Canon, G50 or XA50 or something like that, right? But a camera like this, I need a new mic arm too, because this is bugging me. I want one of those low profile ones. I was over at Glenn Beck's studio a couple of weeks ago, and I was in his studio and just checking out some of the equipment and stuff that he uses for the Blaze, for his live stream, his show. And one of the things that I really liked was, he uses the Lewitt Pro with the 200s or whatever microphones, which are great. Their little condenser mics are really nice. But the mic arms they use, they're not expensive. They're like $60, I think they are, but they're the low profile ones. So they're down on the desk, and you can move them around, but they're not, this is in the way, right? This is in the way. This is in the way on this shot right here. I've got it stretched out because it's like over at the corner. I don't want it on the front of my desk. There we go. Yeah, I don't want it on the front of my desk because I've got other stuff here. I like the front of my desk as much as possible to be open, and I don't want it in the back. I don't want it if it's off to the side. I'm using a 6-foot standing desk, so I don't want it's only going to reach so far. So I've got it reached and stretched. You see, I've got it reached and stretched as much as it'll do, and if I go any more, then it puts the pressure on it and wants to raise up. So it's really annoying. I know, first world problems. But when you got a studio here that you use all the time, everything needs to be like just right. Anyway, what I was saying was, over at Glenn's, they use these low profile ones, which then allow you to have it low. You put the microphone sits up, so ideally it would be something like this. It would be nice and low, but it's out of my way. My arms can still move underneath it and do the stuff I need to do on my desk, but see, the mic itself would be pointed where it needs to be pointed and not keep creeping up. Now, this one I've got extended all the way down into a low position, and it seems to be holding. Yeah, that's really good. It just crept up again. These darn springs are just too darn good. Anyway, I was really impressed though with the stuff that they had and how they set up their sets and the things that they did. Anyway, it was really cool. And I've got a buddy of mine is like the head of like the production and technology and all that sort of stuff. So he built out those studios and all that sort of stuff. And we were comparing notes and all that. Anyway, it's really cool. So I want to get one of those low profile mics to use that. All right, what time is it? It's 11:15. Let's see. Tommy says I use a Velcro strap to lock my mic holder into the position I want. Oh, that's not so. Tommy, take a picture and send it to me on how you're doing that, because I need mine to stay down just a little bit more. Anyway, But yeah, the ones that they're using over at Glen Studio is really cool. So let's see if anybody has any questions. If you do, I'm going to go check the document, the question form, just to see if anybody has left one here since we started the show. And nobody has. So you guys obviously have no questions and know exactly everything that y'all need to know to do what y'all need to do, which is awesome. It is there though, and we will be putting it there for every live show that we do. It'll just be a part of our notes right at the very beginning. So when you join the live show, if you have a question, you can leave it there. That will help with keeping a record of like really good questions that need to be answered. Obviously, during the live show, we've got the stream going on, we've got the chat going on, and we may miss a question, so you can always leave it in the form, and then we'll just go through the form either before or in the pre-show or after the show and answer some questions. And we will do some shows that are just Q&As. So we'll gather up 10 questions or something and then just run through those and tackle them. And we'll also do live stream audits, which is something that I love doing, going through different churches, different streams that you guys have, and looking through it and seeing what you guys are doing right, and showing how you guys can tweak to get more effective use out of your live stream and get more effective images, and increase the satisfaction of the viewers that are watching what you're doing. So be looking forward to that. I want to do those I was going to do them today, do some live stream audits today, but I definitely want to do those with Curtis, because Curtis has an ear for the sound mix and stuff. And so when we're reviewing these things, he can say, at this point in your in Sunday's live stream, there was this going on, and here's how to fix it, right? Or here's how to sweeten it so that it sounds even better than it currently does. So between the two of us, we'll be able to dissect a live stream and hopefully give you guys some input that will help you go up to the next level, and definitely highlight what you guys are doing right, so that other folks can look at it and say, I need to do that as well. And that's what we want. That's all part of what we're doing here, is everybody getting moved up to the next level, and creating a stream, creating video content for the members of the church and for people out in the world who are looking for answers and stuff. That's what we want to do. We want to create the content that gives them the answers and points them to Jesus and ultimately changes their lives. So if no one else has a question, let's see. Oh, Tommy, you've been sick? I didn't know that. I'm sorry, bud. Jordan is there. Hey, Jordan. Glad you're here, bud. All right, cool. So thank y'all for hanging out. I appreciate it. And I will be seeing y'all next week. I've got a few more things to finish setting up in here, and then getting down and dirty into the weekly production of a show, not a show, videos beyond just the live stream. So we want to get to a point where you guys are able to, get something, make use of something that we're doing for, ultimately every day of the week, having something for y'all. But we want to get to 3 to 4 times a week, and have new content for y'all, and just keep those ideas turning, keep the encouragement going, keep the mindsets being sharpened, and the skills growing. So if y'all don't have any more questions, I am going to bid y'all adieu. Love you all. Thanks for hanging out with me. And as soon as I get the stupid title thing taken care of, the vMix social thing taken care of, I'll do a video and show you guys how to do it. And maybe next week in the live show, I'll have it working, and tell you guys exactly what was wrong. So y'all take care. Happy Easter, everyone. Go celebrate the resurrection. Remember, it's not about the crucifixion, it's about the resurrection. That tomb is empty still, which is awesome. That's why we're all here. Love y'all. Bye.